Hello, movers. It's been a minute since I've played a longer game, and I still haven't hit 2,000, so let me get back onto the speedrun grind. Actually, I realized that one of my opponents in the past few games cheated, so I got some points back for that. But we still have a bit of ways to go. So I actually don't really mind C4 games as much as I used to. Yeah, so we're just going to treat this how our normal opening is, except he played C4 versus like a knight f3. But this still means that this pawn will be technically hanging. So, I mean, he could play f3 if he wants, but that's quite weakening because all of his pawns will be out. He'll have good central control, but yeah, his king will be more exposed. Okay, so I have an opportunity for a doubled pawn. Do I want to take it? I do think so, but let's see. I mean, knight f6 is playable. This is probably going to be my best time to take the knight. So if he does this, then this guy's probably going to have to head back. I mean, this is playable. Doesn't look the best. Because this is fairly easy to protect, right? You just go knight f3. Yeah, f5 isn't really a possibility yet. I would like to get there eventually. I mean, I kind of want to do a nothing move, but I don't see what kind of nothing move I have available. I mean, a6 is possible. h6 is possible, but I don't like it too much. c5 seems kind of no bueno. Actually, that's fine. c5 and a3. Then we're actually pretty comfortable. So if he takes with this, then that's just terrible. So we'll play c5. We'll see what he has in response. He might take. But then I get my waiting move by recapturing, so I'm not unhappy. I'll go ahead and pre-move that. Yeah, a3 would be nice if he did that. I don't think he will, but... Yeah, and the points for this game are kind of weird. It's +8, -11. Normally they're like equal, if that makes sense. Like 8 would be if our ratings were around the same. So in this case, the ratings are not the same. So I should be gaining less, like 7 or 6, and he should be gaining like 9 or 10. But instead, I still gain a full 8, and he would lose. Or I would lose 11. So it's a little bit weird to me. Okay, that was not one of the moves I was really expecting. Yeah, it's a bit awkward, actually. So I can take and then maybe play queen e7. I don't like it that much, but it's possible. Yeah, and then I have a threat of taking here. Okay, so he's doing that immediately. All right. How about this then? We got a check-in. Yeah, and I do have to crawl out of this mess a little bit, but what I think is going to happen, I'll trade these off. This knight will probably find a home on d7, I'll play d6, so I'll have one weak pawn, and this bishop will be stuck, but I think I can outmaneuver that. I'm curious how he's going to block. Yeah, I'm thinking with bishop. So now is when I want to play this. If he chooses to castle, I would have to take the knight now. Yes, I had no intention of playing knight g4, so that is a small one for me, I'd say. I'm thinking d6 here. I basically got a free move, so let me get my knight onto d7. Then I actually have an option to castle either way. Okay. Still not alarmed by any of this. Maybe I want to target this. Because he can't exactly go here. And he can't move it. He can put his rook onto c1. But then I kind of accomplished my objective. So we'll go queen e5. And yeah, rook c1 might be the play. Okay, so he's going to go with the knight. That's fine. Do I want a castle? What do I want here? Yeah, I should have thought about that. That was kind of dumb of me. Yeah, I'm not really at any sort of risk of getting trapped because I can go back, but maybe I'll relinquish that square for my knight. I see this sacrifice here, but I don't think it actually amounts to anything good. I mean, let's say that I did this, right? So I'm going to have a knight here at the end of the exchange. And then I'm going to be targeting this guy, but also this guy. And he can't protect both, can he? Well, I mean, he has enough protection for this, but the thing is that he would have to recapture the pawn, which would be rather ugly for him. So, yeah, I don't know if that piece is worth what I get from it, though. That doesn't sound exactly worth it. Yeah, that doesn't seem very worth. I could just castle right away, but I don't really like that a whole lot either. Yeah, probably knight d7, right? As much as I don't like it. But then it doesn't have anywhere to go to. Yeah, maybe that's my best idea. At least I would have a pass pawn, right? So this weakness would be something. Oh, I got myself into something stupid, but... There's also the problem that once I do this, he can just pin me like such. Right? I'm gonna start with this. Oh. I assume we're gonna see a castle here. Yeah, nothing I could do there though. Okay, so now I can castle myself. I would like to get rid of this, but I mean, this isn't the worst thing, although that pawn would suck. Which way would I like to castle? So if I castle this way, it's not going to be super hard for him to break through. Although that would fix my structures. Maybe that's not terrible. Let's try that. Okay. Yeah, so he's aiming for this really more than anything. Because even if I play a6 to kick him out, he is going to play bishop to f4, which is kind of annoying. And then he'll be picking this up. So I definitely lose a pawn here. I mean, I could choose to lose this pawn instead. But I don't know if that's worth it. G5 and he grabs this. Maybe that's fine. Yeah, because it's also an offensive move. So I'll give him a pawn. If he brings his queen here, then I think I want to actively look at this sacrifice. I think that could be okay. Then again, maybe I don't want to look for that sacrifice because this knight would just come here with check and pick up a few different things. So maybe that's not the best. I got him thinking, so maybe he doesn't like knight takes a7 too much. Or maybe he's just confused why I'm allowing it. And that's the mistake I was hoping for. Nice. Will gladly take a free piece. And now I can actually, hopefully, kick out that knight. Okay, so how do I want to continue? I think I want to take this. Check here. Takes. It's quite annoying, but it's actually fine for me because he's opening things up. I'll take there for now. Another thing I could do, sack this for the bishop, then check. He can't recapture. Potential mate coming. I've got a few ideas. They're not great, but... That's crazy. He gave me a free bishop, and the position's not even, like, necessarily a win right away for me. Yeah, this was quite a bad position I had. Right. So this is another move I'd like to do that actually protects this too. That way if he takes my... Yeah, if he takes my knight, I'll grab the bishop. The only thing is this allows for in-between move check. That blocks his rook. So I'd be able to go here. There's levels to this, but I think this actually is okay for me. But his dark squares are awful now that he lost that bishop. And my pawns are all on dark squares. Most of my pieces. Yeah, I mean, he could try to liquidate, pick up a rook for the knight, but I don't think that's going to be better for him. Alright, I mean, he wanted to do it. So do I want to take with the knight, or do I want to take with the queen? The knight allows me to get a good move in, so I like that. I'll do it with a knight. I like this idea of check. And he'll have to take with a rook, because if he goes here, then I should pick up the piece. Actually, that knight still would exist. He has this, but I would actually just take. Because I have this check available. And when he slides down here, then I'd be able to pick it up. So yeah, knight takes d6. I think I take with rook. Knight takes a7. I just go king b8. And then he can't guard the knight and check simultaneously. Yeah, I should be winning by now. I got pretty lucky this game. I'll review it so I can find out which of my moves were the weakening ones. I think I remember, actually. I'm pretty sure that c5 was weakening because it allowed for d5. I was only thinking of a potential exchange or a3, but just pushing d5 made that position quite bad for me. So I need to find what to do. I mean, maybe they want me to play knight f6, but I just thought that was way too slow, and it allows for the bishop to come here. Then h6 I feel like is a waste of a move, because then he doesn't ever have to play g5. He could move his other pieces first. See, I gotta see what was actually correct there. Okay. That's pretty good, actually. Yeah, that is pretty good. So my rooks are not doing anything, so I would like them to do something. But I don't see what they can do right now. So this feels like it's just way too slow. He also has a check there. This would just lead to the knight here, which in this case I don't think actually works to my benefit. Yeah, because then I wouldn't have that check that I really want. But I don't see how else he would defend this guy. So he does an in-between move check. We'll say I block. He takes, rook takes. Rook here, bishop here. I mean, I'm holding on, but that does not look fun. Actually, I don't think I'm holding on because his knight could just take the bishop at some point. So this and this, I think I'll just play king to b8, and then, yeah, that's not really a threat. That's not really, like, they're way too slow. So maybe this is okay. Yeah, because I have to remember, I'm controlling the dark squares. So I could just go here. There's no point in me blocking. That's just asking for trouble. And if he chooses to abandon the knight for some reason, then I can take with a threatened mate in 1. Okay, so he chose to do that. But I can just take here, right? And even if, yeah, he's going to have to do an in-between move check. Oh, but maybe now I block and I'm just up a piece, right? I think I could probably just take. Yeah, I have 15 minutes. Let's just think this through real quick. So I'll take the knight. Check. I block. Let's say he takes here. I'll block again. And at this point, actually, hold up. Takes, check, king c7. No, that's no good because he would take the pawn. So let's see. Takes, check. Rook d7, takes. Rook d8. And I don't see what he has. Did I miss something? That's just a free queen, no? Does my guy not see his queen hanging? Okay, I'll take it. Alright, so I have a knight. He's gonna double. I'm gonna check from here. Gonna come here, I'll check one more time. Yeah, we're fine. Yes, I cover this square. I could even just go rook to f8 if I want to. Just to simplify things. If he takes, I take. He just doesn't have nearly enough pieces. This isn't the most accurate, but it's a way that I see that I can close this game. I mean, I've got so much more material than him, it's not funny. I could sacrifice like 3 pieces and still win. As long as I don't lose internet, this should be a free game. Yep, there we go. So, I should have a game review available. Accuracy's kind of low. Yeah, he was stopping me until then. So let's look at this from the start. What did I do wrong in the opening? So this is all normal. Queen c2, what am I supposed to play? They want queen h4. Or taking the knight. Or knight f6. So it's a 3 move. Well, I wasn't ever thinking about queen h4. But I didn't want to do this and I didn't want to do this. But they're the two best moves. So that's how I ended up really down early. Yeah, I made a mistake very early there. Which kind of led to a bad position. So I don't even think I need to review the rest of this because it was an early decision that caused this problem. And I'm never going to get into another game that looks like this, but... Yeah, why is queen here not good? Okay, I just attack with this right away. And I try getting rid of that earlier. Okay. That's a good thought, at least. f6, h3 was good. Yeah, you could have done better. So I got d6 off for free. He plays bishop d3, and yeah, queen e5 was no good. I could have gotten the knight out for free. But instead I went here, and now it's going to be like a couple of moves wasted. And I could have made up some tempo. We got castle. I castled the other way, which they don't like. And yeah, I didn't think this was too big of a problem, actually. But the problem is that I played g5. Yeah, he could have played a3, I guess, to wreck my stuff. Then things kind of look sketchy. But anyway, he gave me a free piece. Thank you so much. 95, he took. I took with a knight. Apparently queen's better. Why, though? Rook f3. Oh, because he has this move. And I am going to lose the knight. Well, I don't lose the knight, but... Well, I do lose the knight, actually, but it's in a different fashion. Alright. But anyway. I go on d1. And this was a mistake on his part. Yeah, this was much better. This was much better. Because even though I was safe on the dark squares, this kind of infiltrates everything. And then once I play a6, it's no longer a dark square. And then that creates another weakness. So, yeah, what was better on my part, though? a6. Oh, just forcing this guy's hand earlier would have been better. 6 to 3. Yeah, so he would have to go after my queen in that case. Okay. But instead, he gave me a free queen. Thank you so much. Yep, we just cover the square. And then rook f8. I say it's excellent. I don't know why they wanted me to repeat. I'm obviously not going to do that. So this move was fine. But thank you for joining me. Sorry that wasn't a very clean game. But hopefully we could get back to a little win streak here. But hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. And I will catch you next time.